Um, Another thing I love to tell people is about pregnancy. Pregnancy. No, don't worry. No. You know, I don't know where I got this from. It just came to me one day, and I just love it for me. I don't know if it works. If somebody's from the medical field, I apologize, but for me it works. I don't know. Someday I might really fully understand it. This is what I understand. When a lady is pregnant, she goes through a lot of pain, yeah? Some ladies are in bed for about 3-4 months, 6 months, lots of hospital visitations, lots of monies, lots of pain, lots of body change, a mental change, lots of things change, yeah? Through that process, there's a physical bond that also changes. Hey, believe me, I have 6 children, I know what I'm talking about, okay? And there's a bond that is created between the mother and the child, And also the mother, physically, also her breast has to grow to carry the milk. It takes 9 months, yeah? Really, honest to God, I'm this, if you forget everything I tell you, don't forget this. Business is out like pregnancy. In this country, what I see most of the time, almost all the time, somebody gets pregnant and another one wants to have the baby. Did you notice? Or she gives the birth and down to take the child. You know what? There's nothing wrong with that. There's adoption. That could happen. But guess what? That child needs her mom's milk. It needs her mom's smell, odor. It needs her mom's touch. That child might grow. It might just grow. And if it grows, how do you describe qachacha? Like skinny, short, maybe sick, mentally not right. That's why most businesses die here. Not too many. I have a lot of poor people. I'm from a poor family, okay. They had land, their farm were wealthier than anybody else, to be honest, It's not by standard of you guys, house, cars, no. But it doesn't matter as long as you have that love, as long as you have that focus, as long as you have that attention, a motherly touch, that child is going to grow somebody. There are lots of people like Jigu, who comes from my area. There's a Dr. Kifle Tondo. I'm the guy who brings doctors from Germany every year, and they give free open heart surgery to little kids, about 20 or you're talking about 3-5 million euros worth of treatment. And this guy comes from my area. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter your roots or your background or whatever. As long as you have a very good start. So in business, your business is yours. I may love your child, but I could never love him like you do. So I think you guys have to own your own dreams, your own ambitions. Sometimes you can never describe. You can never describe. It's just like a dream. How could you really tell somebody, oh, I was scared last night, I saw that, I just thought, wow, really, Only you know that sense, the feeling. So I think all I say is own your own vision. Don't let anybody play with it. And if you guys take somebody's vision, please do something better. Don't take it, kill it for yourself, and kill it for the real visionary person. There are lots of people who would have killed my vision. But one of the many reasons why I survived, I just don't care. I just keep pushing. Another thing, I don't know if people are free to talk about this, I don't give bribe to get what I want. Because of that, I'm sitting in front of you today. No, if my not bribing didn't cost me this much, I wouldn't be here today. I've paid more than 35 million birr by commuting to Nairobi for major maintenance because I just could not have a roof under which I could put my airplane in Ethiopia. Garage nagara lale tara አራት ፍለጋ ነው ናይሮቢ የምንሄደው መካኒክ እቃና አውሮፕላን ይዘን 16 ዓመት because I don't want to buy my rights. You have to refuse. I'm telling you, and once you start doing that, it's just like if a goat escapes. There was a question about some Somali refugees in England. No, in Germany. No, seriously. And they were trying to teach them, they were trying to help them. The guy who's teaching them was a volunteer who was here, who knows their culture, who loves them, who really cares. And he was saying like, okay, Muhammad, if we had 10 goats and one of them escapes through the fence, how many remains? He says, 0. And the guy freaks out. He asks his friend, his third friend, and then he goes to the principal and he says, you know, these guys are not serious. I'm investing my life on these guys, but they are just playing with me. And he explains the problem, yeah? And the principal says, yeah, they're right. You are wrong. He says, are you crazy? And the guy says, no, the Somalis are right. Why? If one goat escapes, all of them escape, you know? So if you give your life or a bribe to one person one time, that's how your life is going to follow you. Believe me. And there is nothing you achieve. You give bribe to take his turn. Don't do it. Wait your turn. You know. You give bribe not to pay tax. Don't do it. Pay tax if you can. Because there are lots of people today in Libya who love to work, to be in my position, and to pay tax. And every time you want to think a little higher, think about the guys below you. In life too, seriously. Yeah.
Wow, man. I want to take notes right now. You know what I mean? I want to take notes. But fortunately, we're recording. So that's a nice little plug. You can go on mella.org and watch this back and share it. The reason we film these is so we can amplify the impact so more people can see this inspiring interviews and stories. So do go online. I'm really hugely inspired, and just the ethics, the integrity in what you're talking about is really refreshing. In difficult places, it's easy to take shortcuts. In difficult places where it will cost you, and it's clearly you make less profit or whatever it is, it costs you. And it's really encouraging to hear that shared, and you can actually succeed by taking the long way and actually doing it right. So that's hugely inspiring. Thank you for sharing that. Be sure to be thinking of questions, because we're going to open the floor up very shortly for questions and answers. When you talk about your company, there's a real thing around culture change. It's obvious you're doing things differently, and it can't be easy. And actually, I feel for things to really grow here, there needs to be a culture change, and things do need to change. It's not about, as you say, looking at what someone else has and wanting it, but rather saying, okay, what's in my hand, and what can I create, and going for it yourself. When you look at the future, and there's a bunch of people here who are poised to shape the future, I want to give you almost the floor at this moment to just say, when it comes to business in Ethiopia and the opportunities, like how should they approach it and go full steam ahead? Sometimes we, as you guys know, if you've been before, my questions can be hugely convoluted, and the interviewee sits there thinking, huh? So do feel free to turn around and say, huh? But if you know kind of what I'm asking, answer it as you like.
The business opportunities in Ethiopia are immense, as far as I'm concerned. Talk about restaurants. Everywhere you go, you see restaurants. Really, how many restaurants are there now? There's food, but there's no service. So if we can mix service with food, that's business. Taxis, the streets are crowded. When was the last time you saw a taxi driver with a proper shirt? You know. And I was telling somebody 2 days ago about we're just talking like actually some of them are the Zabanyas. They're complaining, oh, we don't have money, da da da. I said, why do you stand here as a Zabanya for 700-800 birr? I said, what can I do? I said, you can do listro. He said, but there are listros everywhere. No. Did you think of wearing a suit, a tie, white shirt, and maybe gloves, a nice plastic seat instead of the stones, and aula, and just say, can I shine your shoes? People will do it for fun, and nobody will give you less than 20 birr. Did you think about it? That's a business. I'm not bringing you down. I'm just saying the potentials are limited in Ethiopia. But much more than the potential, bureaucracy will kill you before you rise up. But guess what? If you know the bureaucracy is already there, you are halfway to your success. And if you know the people you are dealing with, all due respect, I love them, I adore them, that my brothers and sisters are dumber than you. In my case, me, then you are in a very good shape. And if you don't go there begging, you beg only for something that's not yours. If I want to take his watch, I'm using it as an example today. He didn't come with me, by the way. No. If that was my watch, I can just go grab it, yeah? But that's his watch. You have to let people know who you are. Did you see, for example, case in point, something you know? A traffic police arrests you. What business do you have getting out of your car and just going around like this? He just stopped you, yeah? You're driving your car, maybe you did something wrong, okay? Either you have to explain what you have done wrong, or just asking for an excuse, or, you know what I'm saying? We have this, polite and also, how do you say it? It's really strange. This is your country. You guys are much younger, not much younger. Most of you are very young. Serious. You are the hope of this country. You just can't go around breaking your neck for everybody who wants to put you down. You don't have to go be a bully, but you have to be honest enough to yourself. Honesty starts, by the way, start with yourself. If you give a traffic police 20 birr, if you do it out of love, someday if you're walking along, just, hey, my brother, here's 20 birr, have tea, let's walk together. That's good. But it stops you and they pull out 20 birr, that's bad.